Hello, everybody. Welcome to the program and welcome to the fucking shit show. Oh my God, Clacton. What have you done, Nigel? What have you done? He thought he was going to get a couple of months free from being investigated and he could do a great big publicity stunt because what he wanted to do was demonstrate that just because he's strong in a fucking dead end, no hope, burnt out shithole of a town, that it would somehow represent a victory to win it again. But yeah, he obviously was too dumb to appreciate that the other major parties were all former Covenant and refused to fucking indulge him in his stupid waste of time. So they've all withdrawn from it. And the only opponent he's got is fucking Count Binface, who said he's going to run. Now, he hasn't paid his deposit yet or got the fucking paid forms filled out. But he's been all over the media going, "Yep, I'm going to stand." So fucking Farage just got himself in this really strange predicament where he's the only legitimate candidate apart from a joke candidate. And all he can do from this point on is fucking either just fuck off on holiday for a couple of months or actually try and fight this election in real terms, actually go out campaigning, going, yeah, vote for me, not the bloke with the bin on his head. And oh God, I'd love it if Binface won. But that's like saying I'd love it if England won the World Cup. No matter how much you want it, it ain't gonna fucking happen. But it's nice to think, that it could be coming home. Oh, but it's really hard to work out the odds. The bookies are having a go at it, but it's all down to how many people actually turn up and vote and the actual numbers. Um, Farage has got a strong following in that town, and of course he would. They're all fucking inbred morons. And it's all blokes 50, 60 years old, whinging and whining about the fucking immigrants in a town where there's hardly any fucking immigrants because even they've got fucking standards. They wouldn't live in that fucking shithole. Only white people fucking reduce a town to that level of fucking poverty, despair, and absolute fucking hopelessness. You know, it's got no fucking industry. There's no investment in the place. Nobody fucking cares about it. It's just these basically failed people who've got to retirement age, and the only place they can afford to live is a fucking shantytown shithole. I mean, they don't show you all Clacton. They show you the nice bits. Yeah, those bits you think, oh fucking hell, what rough shit. No, those are the nice bits. Those are the posh bits. Um, and it's it's not quite as bad as Jaywick, but it's fucking it's pretty fucking close. I mean, it's fucking those fucking trailer homes that they've got there and fucking parks full of them. It's where you go to retire when you were a useless fucking arsehole who didn't have enough to buy a proper house. It's real. It's fucking Skidsville, isn't it? It's Palookaville. It's a shit town. Literally a town that is shit. I mean, fucking seasonal fish and chip shops and gaming arcades, drug addicts and drug dealers, petty thieves, scumbags, wankers. An arsehole town where Farage can win because, the nature of the people who live there, they're there for a reason. They are the occupants of a fucking sewer. They are turds. Fucking Big ones, small ones, fucking fat ones, thin ones, fucking dark brown, medium brown, fucking hint of green. I mean, it's just a sewer town full of exactly the right kind of inbred, fucking simple-minded, mongoloid, useless, fucking retired wankers who had very little to retire from in the first place. I mean, they're just mugs, and that's why Farage has fucking stood there, because he knows the most ignorant, fucking moronic people are his voters. Just horrible, racist wankers. Kind of people who make fucking cab drivers seem moderate in their fucking political views. But yeah, it's not the contest you hoped for, because no one's entertaining it as anything but a fucking farce, which means they're pretty certain. They're pretty much saying, well, there's going to be another by-election. We're just waiting until the findings of the parliamentary investigation, which could see him forced into having a re-election. So he could have to do this fucking twice, because there's no reason that they wouldn't do it again just to fucking keep on embarrassing him and having him relegated from being a challenge to them to just this fucking joke of a man in a backwater fucking town who doesn't attend at Parliament anyway. So he does nothing at Parliament apart from turn up every once in a while. Every couple of months he'll show up. So he could just be, a pariah within the system, afraid to turn up at fucking question time, because he'll just get the piss taken out of him. Running and hiding from fucking journalists, being aggressive with them, saying he's going to take legal action for them doing their fucking job. He's played it wrong. He just doesn't understand that, the position he's got is one of, he only ever shows up on fucking GB News, who, let's face it, are paying him 700 grand a year to fucking churn his fucking shit out on some fucking internet-based pretend news channel. Yeah. So, yeah. But where's the victory? He'll go, oh, yeah, we're completely dominating the establishment parties to the point where they're too scared to turn up. Well, they really don't give a fuck about him or Clacton. And if his only opponent is a bloke with a bin on his fucking head, it could be embarrassing as shit, because if Binface comes close and Farage loses and then it goes to the next one, there could be, I mean, they could get up to all sorts of shit. They could go, you know what? We need to redraw the political boundary, and they could actually merge Clacton with somewhere else, like the nearest middle class area. Yeah, well, I think middle class in Clacton means having all your own teeth. All your own teeth and wearing socks that match, and not having 6 fingers on one hand. I mean, it's a proper fucking toilet. But yeah, the thing is, even if he is victorious, I mean, what can he say at his fucking speech when he's won a contest that nobody else wanted to turn up for because Clacton isn't fucking worth it? A safe seat. The only people who could realistically challenge him would be a revitalised Tory party, who traditionally won in Clacton and actually gave up because they were sick of them and voted for Farage, thinking he was going to do something about the immigrants. Well, he's had 2 years to do something. He's been an MP. It's all well and good going, well, I really need to be the Prime Minister. I mean, nationally, this is going to reduce him to a fucking joke. Nigel versus the fucking Space Baron. Fucking hell. I'll tell you what, old Binface, if he actually takes it seriously and moves to Clacton and actually becomes their MP, he could revitalise the area if he plays it right. Because he only has to take the mask off when he's in the House of Commons. The minute he steps out there, he can stick the helmet back on and go, I'm Binface again. Never mind the other fella. Don't you worry about him. But the bloke himself is a veteran BBC producer and writer for Have I Got News for You and The Thick of It and all sorts of shit. He is a professional political commentator. Now he's coming at it from a comedic and satirical point of view, but you have to understand something to satirise it. It's like the blokes in Spinal Tap. Yeah, they're singing silly songs, but they can still play the fucking instruments. They can still turn up and do a fucking gig, and they fucking do. So there's no reason to believe that he wouldn't be able to function within the House of Lords, the House of Commons, Parliament, as an MP, and actually start using the machinery and his connections to actually revitalise Clacton. It'd be a nice fucking thing if he could fucking get something going there, you know. Any suggestions? Well, first you'd have to get a new sign for the town. Clacton, twinned with Alpha Centauri, get the intergalactic angle going. Tourist office, well, order a fresh paint on that. Now it is an intergalactic tourist office that welcomes aliens from other planets, right? Yeah, fucking statue of himself right up in Clacton Town Square and host Binfest, where a bunch of bands come down. The locals won't be complaining when there's people, tourists going there, drinking in their pubs, buying the candy floss and the kiss me quick hats and the t-shirts, booking into the fucking bed and breakfast and spending money there. I think it could be a good thing for Clacton if he plays it right. Maybe have like a comedy festival, because this guy knows everyone. I mean, for fuck's sake, you don't work as a comedy writer for the BBC for fucking several decades without having a fucking little black book full of everyone's phone number. If he could book the acts on a bit of a fucking promise, it's like, well, you only get paid what the tickets sell, and get people to agree to have their names on the posters and turn up, it could host a huge comedy festival, because it only takes a couple of good weekends where the place is absolutely steaming, full of fucking tourists flying out of fucking London to see, a massive comedy festival. It could challenge the Edinburgh Fringe. You know what I mean? Stuff like this. No one else is thinking about it because me, I've got a wheeler dealer mind, make a few quid, fiddle of books, don't pay tax, no income tax, no VAT, sold out the back of a fucking car and a fucking pub car park and away you go, I reckon Clacton could be onto a winner. I reckon old Binface is the town gimmick they never knew they had. I mean, it's like your Sherwood Forest as your Robin Hood. Your what else you got? I mean, some pub that Dick Turpin stayed there a night. Well, this is a fucking seaside town with a fucking alien as its MP who walks around with a fucking cape on and a bucket on his head. I mean, there's got to be a few quid to be made out of this. Fucking. I said a bucket on his head. He's got a fucking bin on his head. Yeah, he used to be Lord Buckethead. Then he realised that the guitarist out of Guns N' Roses was also called Buckethead, but he never noticed because Guns N' Roses is a load of shit, right? So he had to change himself to Count Binface. Yeah. Well, I reckon it could be a bit of a giggle. But is Farage going to play along with the fucking joke, or is he going to go into hiding because he doesn't want any fucking journalists near him asking about the 5 million and did he declare other donations he hasn't declared? And oh, by the way, he's funded by a fucking convicted criminal who was done for wire fraud and fucking tax evasion and money laundering and all sorts of fucking, shit like that. It was done in the United States, and he's this posh kid who's a fiddler and all the fucking crypto. You know that 78% of people who invest in crypto lose everything, their entire investment. It's a massive fucking scam. Unless you got Bitcoin early on, leave the fucking thing alone. You want to make an investment? Oh, invest in a rally chopper off eBay and fix it up. You'll make more money doing that than you will on fucking crypto. Fucking invest in bricks and mortar. Yeah. Buy a shop in Clacton. They might be on the uppers. You know what I mean? I don't know on the uppers. Might be on the up and up. Might be an interesting place to go. Like Canvey Island used to get visitors because Dr. Feelgood came from there. Denmark Street, that gets visitors and footfall, because everyone bought the guitars there. And the Pistols used to live there in a fucking ratty old barn behind one of the shops. There's now some sort of graphic design place, some sort of business. And Glenn Matlock was there one day. He goes, I'll tell you what, if you're very careful and you peel off that wallpaper, which I put on, by the way, if you peel that wallpaper off, you'll find something very interesting. They're going, oh, what? And they did. And it's full of preserved graffiti from when the Sex Pistols lived there. So it's like, who wouldn't want to visit a seaside town that hosted comedy festivals and music festivals because their MP dresses up as a space alien, but he's actually a successful comedian in as much as he writes the lines for everyone else. And he was a writer on a fucking political satire show, and he writes the material for Have I Got News for You? I mean, and if he arranges a debate and Farage doesn't show up, what do they do? Do they bring on a cardboard cutout of Nigel Farage and start calling him a chicken? Going, oh, Nigel's, it's an election that he called and he doesn't even want to turn up for the debate. Win, lose or draw, Nigel's going to look like a knobhead. I was just waiting for Jonathan Pye to do a response, and he didn't disappoint. But he was keeping it sensible, saying, why would you call a by-election when you're going to only have to wait a few months and there's going to be one called on you whether you like it or not? And he knows if another by-election is called, he could face the same fucking thing. I mean, old fucking Binface could have 2 cracks at the cherry on this one. But it only takes concerted effort to get the fucking people who can't be arsed voting to go, oh, fuck it. It'd just be hilarious to have fucking Binface as our MP. Don't look at it as getting rid of Nigel. Look at it as just fucking making the town go viral, because Australia's already been commenting on it. And what the Americans are going to make out of it. Because, I mean, because Donald Trump can stick his nose in and go, yeah, we've got to fight the evil of a bloke with a fucking bin on his head. So, they could be interviewing Farage in America and then interviewing fucking Binface. I mean, just wait until it starts going really fucking viral that this is an actual thing that's happening in England. And Fox News send a team over to interview the locals. What are they going to make of that? I'll tell you one thing. Anyone who visits fucking Clacton to walk around with a camera and a microphone interviewing people is going to buy their lunch there and create a buzz And the moment it's almost like the plot of an Ealing comedy. I think it's funny, but then I would, wouldn't I? I mean, fucking hell, it's right up my street, right up my alley, right up my back alley. Yeah, yeah. Exit, not entrance. It's coming out of my back alleyway, not going up my back alleyway. It's not up my back alleyway at all. It's in the vicinity of my back alleyway. Yeah, it's staying there. But anyway, I think that's enough. I should have come on earlier, but I was glued. I was glued to the fucking YouTube, waiting for all the fucking major news channels to start picking it up. I'm still waiting for America to start pissing themselves over it. Because how can an American deal with fucking bin face? Because when he does the video links, he does it from his spaceship with a view of another planet behind him. And he sticks to the fucking story. He won't break character. And yeah, if he can write the scripts for Have I Got News to You, he can write his own fucking scripts. And yeah, he's just suddenly had this shock put on him that he's the only fucking other candidate in a two-horse race. So he hasn't had time to really start. The gears haven't started moving in his head yet. He's still in shock. But once he's had a good night's kip, his brain will be going like a fucking V8 Formula One engine, V12 maybe, just razzing, going, right, what the fuck can I say to these Americans when they fucking call me? I'm going to fucking go mental on this. So, yeah, he's moving from this guy who just used to make everyone giggle, stood behind Rishi Sunak when he was losing his fucking seat and all that bollocks, to being this bloke who could attract quite a few votes, because all the Labour, Conservative and Lib Dems who would never vote for Farage or wouldn't even bother voting for their own parties if they're too lazy, would vote against Farage just to put a dent in his fucking majority, because this could embarrass Nigel. Anyway, I'll leave you all to it. You have a nice day and vote for Count Binface.